Guys, welcome back to Gardening with Creations by DX & Co. Today I want to do a video on actually starting some seeds. So I'm going to be starting some cold hardy crops, some leafy greens, actually specifically for my bearded dragon. But I wanted to do a quick video on what's the best kind of soil. So I'm going to let you guys decide what's best for you, but I'm going to show you 3 different soil types that I'm going to be using to start my seeds. We'll see which one does better, and we'll do some updated progress along the way. Let me show you what we're working with today. Let's get started. So does it really matter what seed starting mix you use? The answer is probably yes, but let me show you the 3 kinds that I'm going to be using. So I have these containers here, where I'm going to do at least one of each of these containers filled with soil. We're going to put our seeds in each one of these, so that way we can test them, we'll label them, and we can test which one is the best method for growing, which is the best medium, if you will. So this in particular is a seed starting mix by Jiffy. They're not sponsoring this video or anything. It's made up of peat moss, coconut coir, and vermiculite. So great mix at for well draining and making sure it holds moisture in the right area. So great idea for seed starting. Now this is a pretty expensive mix. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but I want to show you that's one of them. This here is soil that I went out and dug out from my garden. I'll show you a little video clip of me actually digging it up. So this is actually soil straight from the garden. Yes, it was cold. I did let it warm up. This is the next day. So this is soil straight from the garden. And then I also have some Miracle-Gro moisture control potting mix. Now again, this is very specific to potting mix, but we're going to try starting our seeds in that as well. So again, not sponsored by Miracle-Gro or anything, but I wanted to show you the 3 different mediums that we're going to start with. And I'll show you the seed packet here as well of what we're going to be planting. It is a variety mix, so it's hard to say exact science that these are going to be all created equal, but we'll open that together and I'll show you exactly what we're going to do to get started. Okay, so we've got 4 identical containers here, and I'm going to set them on this tray under the grow lights in the mini greenhouse, so they will all be under the same conditions. I have gone ahead and made 4 labels, one for the Jiffy Pods. I decided to add those to the experiment as well. I have 4 of those that I'm going to put in 4. Once I've filled them with water, I'll move them into here for us here. And so I've made 4 name tags using my recycled plastic, which I've done a video on in the past. I'll link that in the eye above as well as the description. So I've got my Jiffy mix, my MG for Miracle-Gro, and I'm just doing soil for the garden soil. So we're going to do 4 different ones here. Okay, so I've got my water. This is aquarium water, used aquarium water that I'll be using to start my seeds, room temperature. I've got my seed starting mix, my pottings mix, my garden soil, my Jiffy Pods. Got my tags ready to go, and I've got 4 identical things. So I'm going to go ahead and fill them up with each individual soil really quick here and get that step done off camera, and then I'll show you where we're at and I'll show you the seeds and we'll plant some seeds. Okay, so we've got our soil in. We've got our regular garden soil, our Jiffy mix, our Miracle-Gro, and then our Jiffy Pods are going to go right here. They are still expanding from pouring the water on them. They need more water. I'm going to go ahead and moisten all of these areas so we can get all of these 3 so we can get our seeds going. So let me get that done and I'll show you the next step. So right away we notice a difference with the soil. This is the garden soil. This is the Jiffy mix. Look at all the water is sitting right on top. Has not sunk in through the peat moss and the vermiculite. And then this is the potting mix, the Miracle-Gro potting mix. So you can see it stayed very wet and moist. And this is just from pouring a splash of water from the watering can on top of that, and then pouring in the some more water here for these to finish expanding. So I'm going to put, like I said, all 4 of these in this last one here. So let me actually poke some holes in this to try to aerate it so I can get this water to seep in so we can actually plant seeds today. Okay, so now our seeds are baby green superfoods mixed up or comprised of bok choy, broccoli, collards, kale, kohlrabi,
and
turnip. The reason we're doing this is for the bearded dragon. So obviously this is not going to be a perfect comparison because we're planting these seeds in these trays and there's a variety of seeds, so they may sprout at different times. But this is one we just bought from our local greenhouse here, and supporting local greenhouses, awesome. And so we're going to try to get those started indoors. And so here you see we've got the soil, looks like mud. We've got the Jiffy mix, looks like a bit of dry powder, if you will, but it is moist. We've got our Jiffy Pods that have risen. As I said, I was putting them in there. So what will happen is the roots will end up growing likely out of the bottom of these. That's okay. And then we've got our Miracle-Gro. And my boys said they wanted to make a prediction on which ones that they think will grow the best. So we'll do that at the end of the video. Let's get our seeds planted. Okay, we've got them all planted now except for the Miracle-Gro, and Xander wants to plant those. So Xander, go ahead, grab those 2. Drop them in there. All right, perfect. Grab 2 more. We're doing 2 to 3 seeds per hole on these. Mostly 2. Okay, drop them in. All right, last one. You did that hole already, buddy.
Oh.
Okay, well, that's all right. I'll have a little extra in that hole. There we go, perfect. Okay, so we've got all of our seeds planted. We're just going to cover the soil back up here. All right, so now we've got all of our seeds planted in here. And so we've got our soil directly from the garden.
Which looks a lot like mud.
It does look a lot like mud. We've got our Jiffy Seed Starting Mix. We've got our Jiffy Pods. And we've got our Miracle-Gro potting mix.
Which looks like dirt after it rains outside.
That's a good comparison. So Drake, which one do you think is going to grow the best seed?
I think it's going to be Miracle-Gro or the Jiffy Pods, because we've had some really good luck with the Jiffy Pods.
Okay.
We've grown corn out of them and other stuff like that. So
that's true.
That's my biggest bet.
Xander, what's your prediction?
I think that this pod will win.
You think?
Because I put a little
extra. You think just that one section of the Miracle-Gro is going to win, huh?
I mean.
All right, well, we'll have to see. All right, so there you have it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get these put under the grower lights so we can get that started. Only be an hour. It's late tonight. They'll be under, but we'll put them, turn the grow lights on. I'll turn them on in the morning at 8 a.m. and then turn them off about 12 p.m. So it'll be about 8 hours. Let me go show you that setup now. Got this nice greenhouse, stand-up greenhouse with the racks. It's got a bar to kind of hang this light from. This is a double fluorescent light. It's got grow light bulbs in it. So this is a pretty inexpensive setup. In fact, it was listed as brand new. I put learn from your mistakes. I put a boot mat or a shoe mat underneath to catch the water from when I'm watering and it's dripping. Last year it dripped right on the floor. I had to clean it a lot. So that's one positive there. I just took this rack out because I had the lemon tree in there, and so this particular setup, it was very inexpensive. I actually got it for Father's Day as a gift, and got it from Marketplace. My wife picked it up. So let me get the seeds in there and the lights turned on and show you what that looks like. So you can see I have them all in there, same spot, evenly spaced, even height from the grow light there. So I will close this up here and let it kind of warm up in there. And this is an east window, so in fact when the sun comes in, it also will be causing heat on this as well, warming up this greenhouse. So this will be very, very even tempered experiment to see which way to start yours. So there you have it, guys. Just a quick experiment. Which soil should you use to start your seed mix? And I'll update you. I'll do a couple of quick videos, maybe weekly update videos on this, kind of give you a progress overview on how things are growing, how things are going with it. And why don't you guys comment below, let me know exactly what you use to start your seed mix. What have you found success with in the past? What are you planning to use this year for starting your seeds if you haven't already? So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share it with somebody else who may be looking, questioning what to do to start this year as well. And as always, guys, I hope you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content to come in the future. And hope you guys are staying safe and enjoying your gardens. Thanks for watching.